Alexa off. Hey guys. You see this little munchkin?
Hi. Oh my gosh.
Say hi.
You are so cute.
She's adorable, Amber.
Hey, thank you. How you feeling?
You now?
Oh no. Hey, hey.
Hey. Guys, look at this ginormous water bottle.
Oh my God.
It is 1 gallon and it
Is it a gallon? I just bought like an Arctic one for my husband and it's like stainless steel and it's a gallon. It's huge.
Yeah, this one's
That's
like 7 a.m., 9 a.m. So it like tells me where I need to be every 2 hours.
That's awesome.
I know. My doctor appointment today, she was like, we have to stay hydrated. And I was like, I do what I can.
Yeah, you should sell your doctor a machine.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Like it's that Kangen water though. I'm gonna turn on some lights. My parents' office is like so official in the background. Let's see. You're good, Amber. Oh, I don't like those. Let's see. There was a couple people I think said they were going to be late. Stacy, how's work going?
It's almost over, so we're good. Consider this, I'll just have 1 hour to go.
No, that's not bad.
We go work out, yeah.
Marcy, did you talk any more to that lead? Allie, Marcy already.
Wait, didn't you already have one that was like from your work?
Well, those, but.
Did you have another one?
From work. I have a couple leads going, but I haven't like gotten anywhere with them yet. But this guy just said, I want a machine. What do I have to do to get a machine? And I was like, well, I'm your girl. Me. And then I'm like texting Amber, oh my God, what do I do?
Here's the forms. Give me your credit card.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even ask me how much, so I'm going to tell him that first, just to make sure that he's on board.
I think it's 19% for Germany, but I'm just waiting on an email. I don't know, Allie, is there a quicker way to find out? I just emailed the Germany email.
Oh, is this guy from Amsterdam?
Yeah.
So I mean, unless someone has made a sale in Germany, that'd be like the only way, because I know I have like a lead from like Finland and stuff, but like I had to email the Enagic office to get all that information, and then they will send you, because their forms are different, so they'll send forms.
Okay.
And financing options too if he needs to finance.
Okay.
So
I emailed them for you, Marcy. You can send out an email to them too if you want, just maybe they'll answer you faster. I don't know.
They have stuff from Germany, because I know I had a lead from Norway. Let's see. So I know like shipping is like 57 for a K8. Sales tax, 19%. Here, let me forward this to you. That was easy. I have the information for you. Okay, I'm just gonna forward this to you, Amber. And Marcy, I'll just do it to you also.
Okay. Did we lose Amber?
Let's see. So yeah, it's like in the attachment, there's a little sheet. That's like if they did like an e-payment. So if he didn't pay in full, but it gives you an idea of what taxes are at least.
Also, if this person just wants a machine, weren't they just talking about how if they have your ID number, they can just order through the Enagic website?
Yeah.
Oh, so they could order it themselves, pay for it through their system, and it goes under my ID number?
Yeah, I think you'd have to figure out like your unique like link for that. I'm not really sure how. Like, I was gonna ask Megan exactly how to find what to send them, how, you know what I mean? So they can just click on something and it goes to the back office and it already has it populated. I don't think that's like ideal because you want more control over the sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
if I get a number wrong, then it like won't be attached to you at all.
yeah.
Right, yeah. Yep.
Okay,
I'd
are we
rather go
recording?
I'll
Okay,
just
we're
send
recording.
forms.
Cool. So honestly, I kind of just wanted to start this off as like a Q&A. And then I have a couple things I want to go over. But yeah, I know that I was hoping that some of the other girls, which I think Berta is, that are in Breakaway Movement would hop on. So then, because I don't think they don't know anything about the quad stacking. So I wanted to kind of fill them in on that. But do you guys have any questions on that part?
I think you've like drilled it into my head pretty much. Like keep asking questions about it. I'm like just starting to really figure out the whole compensation plan.
Yeah, I just need to watch more. I like got the compensation plan down. It's all the
How to
like
stack now.
bonuses that I want to figure out.
Right.
Because I
It's like isn't 6A, it's like 10 sales or like 300,000.
yes. Okay. So yeah, that's a good to know. So to hit 6A, well, to get the bonus for 6A, you have to have 10 sales within your entire team. And you had to have like overall, would it be net then? Yeah, I think it'd be net sales would be,
300.
or wait, gross or net? Which one's like before taxes? Or like
Gross.
gross. Okay, so it'd be like overall commissions basically for Enagic $300,000. So not what you've received, but basically what you've made Enagic.
Right. And it's not hard to make. I mean,
Yeah.
3 sales is like 25,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, like I was talking to Brittany, and then she, like, the only issue she was having was making sure that she had those 10 sales within that month. Because I know she was messaging me, and she was like, "Do you have any sales coming in?" She's like, "I need like 2 more." And then I think there's one more.
Stipulation.
Then. And then, yeah, so then let's say you don't hit that. So then you technically don't want to open up your 6A lane if you don't hit it. So like, let's say the next month, then you just have to have 15 sales in that month. And then you can get that bonus. And then I think you get like 3 chances.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Like, and then the third one is like 20 sales.
Just to get the bonus, not to open up 6A.
Yeah.
Or do you want to wait?
Yeah, it's just to get the bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's so many little things like that that you don't really think about. Because like, okay, so when you're 6A 2-3, so that's when you're receiving that $5,000 a month.
Isn't it 2-2?
No, that one, it's 2-3 that you start receiving the passive income.
Oh.
2-2 is just like the huge bonus.
Gotcha.
So I think Amelia is 6A 2-3.
I wish.
Right?
One day, we all will be.
Yeah. So to continue to get that $5,000 a month, You just have to have like one sale every 6 months, if that makes sense.
A direct sale?
Yeah. So like if you have an Ukon, that counts. Oh, that was the other thing about for your 6A, during that little moment when you're trying to hit 6A, Ukons only count a third of a point. So they're not technically like a 1 point where they are any other time. And then, Stacy, for you, I don't know, I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I talked to Marcy and Amber. We had a big long phone call about it. Hi, Berta. But basically with the quad now is, Berta, this will be for you too, if you guys choose to. Just give you a little background, Berta. Sorry, Stacy. So in the Free Life movement, a couple of the girls were trying to figure out the best way to basically make commission. And they were finding that when you're selling all these quads, that it's actually cutting people off a lot sooner. Like if you were to stack it underneath that 2A lane that we have been taught, you're cutting people off, which is like you're cutting off your commission and you're cutting off those points. So what they found is we want to start stacking underneath our top account, which I think you've already been doing, Berta. Yeah, so you'd want to just start stacking to your top account and then not getting that. You couldn't, if you start with the trifecta, we're just not stacking underneath that first Ukon right away. So it's like you're taking a little bit of a commission hit at first, just like 1 point. So then when you hit 4A, you can cancel the first Ukon and open up your 4A hack. So then you start stacking underneath that second Ukon, the 4A Ukon. And then you basically will take turns stacking under the 4A Ukon and your top account until you hit 6A. And then
but it doesn't matter if you start with a quad or a trifecta. That's the way you are now stacking.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter how you start. Like Marcy started with the quad, and like Stacy started with a trifecta. So it just like we're gonna have if obviously it's their business, but like they would then stack if they wanted to underneath their top account instead of underneath their Ukon.
Right.
And then we're finding out, because when you hit 6A2 and like above, that's when the commission plan changes, and basically bonuses are the main commissions. And so you have to have to get bonuses, you basically want sales to your direct account or to your top account. So it's like setting up your business in the long run, basically.
All right.
So definitely, I mean, obviously it's completely your guys' business. This is just what they had found. It's like, I know for me is I've been stacking all my sales underneath my Ukon. And then they also found like when people hit 4A, like to have 2 active Ukons, sometimes those renewals can be kind of hard. Like I know for me, there have been a couple months where I was like, okay, two Ukon renewals coming like 1 month after another. Had to definitely save up for that. But this way you're not having to, basically it won't be as hard because that Ukon, you can cancel it right away. So you're not having 2 Ukons active when you are 4A. You'd only have 1.
Okay.
You like every 3 months or every 4 months, the Ukon?
Every 4 months.
Every 4 months? Okay.
So it's like that, your first purchase, and then it should renew 3 times, and then it's an active account. So
But
like
then it keeps renewing, right?
What, Stacey?
It keeps like every 4 months you pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then yeah, after the 3 renewals, it becomes a permanent account. And so like you can cancel it and you won't lose that point.
Okay, cool.
So like for me, if I were to cancel it right now, because mine's already actual account. If I were to cancel it, then I wouldn't lose any of those points, but I wouldn't receive, like for instance, Berta is underneath that Ukon. If I cancel it, I don't receive any more Ukon points that Berta sells, basically. But still, because my top account is still protected by my 4A Ukon. So it's just making it easier. So when you're 4A, you're not having 2 active Ukons, and this way you receive bonuses later on in the business.
Cool.
So but yeah, that's all I really had to say about the quad or stacking. So like basically we're now promoting quad as in like you're having that extra machine to loan to people. And I don't know if you guys saw, but like this other girl, she loans her other machine out, but she makes the person pay $200. And I think they get it for like 3 weeks or something like that, or maybe a month. And then if they purchase from her, they get the $200 back. If they don't, then she gets to keep the deposit.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? Just anything about the business in general?
So many questions. And I can't even think of any right now.
Okay, well, I do want to go into, okay, so in the online coach accelerator, which is for anyone that doesn't know, do you guys know who Rachel Bell is? So if you don't, she has this huge program for coaches and basically how to organically get sales. So I just took a bunch of her stuff and I'm actually recording a bunch of stuff for the platform. But I thought I would share this with you guys because I thought we could kind of use it as an experiment to see if it will work. So I'm gonna go into a share screen real quick. You guys can look at all my appointments. Here I am. Okay. So this is just what I'm using for basically the training, but I think a lot of the time when people start, it's always like, what do I say? What do I say to people when they ask, what do you do? Or like, can I have more information about your business? And so this is kind of making that easier. So like you can combine all your ideas into one organized little PDF. So obviously we have a timeline. So like for Berta, this is getting people to sign up for Breakaway Movement, and then scheduling that coaching call, affiliating with Enagic, and then essentially growing their Enagic business then to become advisors. So that's kind of like the steps that we want leads to take. But obviously they go into their own events and mindsets during this whole time. So we just have to keep that in mind. But we're all very lucky that, because like in the online coach accelerator, it was like creating your offer, but we basically already have an offer. So we don't have to create one. And so this magic PDF that I'm going to show you is basically the easiest way to communicate what we have to offer. And it explains everything. And so we don't have to basically word vomit on people and confuse them. And basically it pre-qualifies us. So it's like, we seem legit. I mean, not that we're not, but you know, some people are always skeptical, I think. So, and then exactly through the PDF, they can sign up for a Breakaway Movement, Free Life Movement, or even just book a call if that's the route you're going. So I am going to go here. So this is my magic PDF, is what Rachel Bell calls it. So you essentially just kind of create it. And I'm gonna share this with you guys, so like you guys can make a copy of it basically. So the first page basically is, you really want to, here I'm gonna read the notes that Rachel Bell put. So this is really where you want to call out your target audience. And sorry. So, because you want them to be able to imagine and kind of like promise them what they're going to get with if they sign up, basically. So by using like the what ifs, or what would it be like, so that type of wording. And this is obviously after you have found out like who your ideal client is, which I think we all kind of have a good idea on that, like who we want to work with. But there'll be another training on that I filmed. But so this is just an example of like a what if page. Can you guys read this and see it all right? Okay, so, and then we're describing the problem. So, because basically in this business, we are solving their problem. So like people want to work online, we're solving that problem, you know, that is essentially what we're doing. And so this business is about our clients, not really about us, because I mean, we've solved our problem here. So now we want to solve theirs. So again, here is where we're giving them tangible terms and making it really clear and simple. And we want to be specific and use clear language, define the ideal client, because you want people to be like, oh, wow, that is me. Or like, yes, that's what I want. So we're talking, it's almost like as if you're talking to them directly. And then we move on to where you introduce yourself, and you kind of, this is where you become a real person, and like you're sharing your own successes, your transformations, sharing your own pain points that you went through, and kind of relating it to like your own problems that you had that you then solved. So then your ideal client can, or your lead can see like, okay, I have that same problem. She solved it, so I can too, in a way. Okay, and then this is like, I think a lot of people become this generalist and they just say, I can work with anyone. But honestly, when we do that, we don't really work with no one, because we're just so generalized. And so I feel like you guys know the difference between a generalist and a specialist. Like if you had to go get face surgery, would you rather pay the person that has done 1,000 different face surgeries, or would you rather pay the person that maybe has done a couple? So becoming a specialist and really defining who you're going to work with here. And it says you could do like just 2 to 3 different groups. I just chose to do 6, I think. But I think they all kind of combine in that same place. And I just chose, like, I prefer to work with women just because it's easier. And sometimes you get weird messages from men if you open up your, so, okay. And then the next one is, why is this different? So we're really kind of addressing the unspoken objections that our leads are already going to have. And like, what makes you different, if I don't have the money for this, or how will I know if this will even work for me? So you almost kind of want to brag about whatever platform you have, or brag about the business that we have, and just to reassure them that this is legit, basically. Okay, so I added this part. So you guys should read it and tell me what you think, because I feel so often, I felt like when I was looking at this PDF that yes, but it was still, to me, it was like unclear about what exactly do you do. And I don't want, because I feel like when it's unclear, that's when people are like, oh, this is a scam, this is sketchy. But I feel like just saying like, we do affiliate marketing. That's essentially what we do. We teach people how to do high ticket affiliate marketing and create a business doing it. But like, to me, affiliate marketing doesn't seem sketchy. If you start talking about network marketing, that's when people are like, oh, you're doing Beachbody or whatever it is. But affiliate marketing is everywhere. Like, I didn't realize this, but like GoPro, Forever 21, and Amazon, they all just have affiliate links and pay people commissions for it. So I just kind of added this, and then I went into a little bit of the low ticket versus high ticket to just prove to people that, like, I mean, we are making a lot of money per one sale. And this is like a 10K month. Like sometimes, like, you know, it's like sometimes I make a sale and I make $2,600 off that one sale. So a 10K month isn't actually going to be 5 sales. It could be less. So, and then I really wanted to dive into the automation that we have, which I'll share more in the PDF. So if you guys see something wrong with this, or if it like, if you were to read this and be like, no, please tell me. Because I just added this. This was not in Rachel Bell's thing. Okay. So then you really want to go into like giving a step-by-step breakdown. So this is what like some of the trainings would be in. I kind of combined, I did mostly like the discovery process and then a little bit of the school of marketing to give them an idea of what they're going to be learning throughout the platform in like a big picture form. So
I have a question.
yeah.
Since I'm brand new, would they have a call with you or me or together or however?
So it would be me, but I like
Okay.
to do the calls together.
Okay, because I'm like, I will not know what to say at this point.
Yeah, so like for Amber and Berta, I still do like, I just told Amber, I said the next call we're doing, I said you're doing it.
Oh man.
I said I'll be on there to help, but she's leading it.
Yeah.
It just so like you can kind of see, so like, but Lacey does it differently. She pays someone to do her calls, but I want to do my calls with you guys so you can see how I do them. So then it helps you become an advisor a lot quicker.
Yeah, let me get like a teaching moment as well, so I can kind of take notes and
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay.
So yeah, and then this is just continuing on with what they'll learn more. Okay, and then my favorite part is like real life results, like what people are actually going to get, or like, I mean, proof basically. So you could do, like I'm doing here, like a quote that, because we had like a thing of testimonials for the Free Life Movement, which Berta, you could 100% use. I don't know if Breakaway has that. I think they do though. But you can do pictures, screenshots of messages from like the WhatsApp chats, really anything that shows that what we're doing is working. So I did Lacey and Steven, and I did Bo and Brittany because I like that Bo and Steven are on there to show that it's not just women doing the business, but also men and couples are doing it. So then I did Brayden and Marina. I believe that's all I did. But yeah, you could do as many as you want, really. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on guys, sorry. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got 10 minutes here. We can finish up quickly. So this, I like this because it's like showing people like what can actually happen. And obviously everybody's story or transformation is different. But it is showing them that you could essentially quit your job in 12 months if you wanted to, or 6 months. Like it has happened, but it's basically giving them like more of a step-by-step, which I think people really like, is that step-by-step tangible type of, I don't know, learning. Okay. And then, okay, so this is just basically, now you're like putting it all together, inviting them to, whether it's booking a call, signing up for Breakaway Movement, signing up for Free Life Movement. So obviously make sure you have the correct link there, but really it's like relieving the pressure off of the person, because now it's just like reassuring what's the next steps and what's going to happen. And then this is, for me, this is my selling page. For Rachel Bell, she said not to put the price on there, but for hers, it's like, theirs is like a coaching where they're inviting people to really get on a call. And then that's where they talk about the price. Obviously for us, is our first step is we want them to join our platform and then go through the discovery process or the questionnaire for Breakaway Movement, because that does our job for us. It explains what the business is for us. So that's our first step, is wanting them to sign up, watch that stuff, and then we can get on a call. And then like these links actually work. So this would go to the selling page, or this would go to the web class. And I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions on this? So essentially this would be like, if someone messages you and is like, what do you do? And it's like, well, let me just tell you. But you can simply just be like, hey, I have this PDF that explains what I do and like the steps to take. Do you care if I send it to you? And then it's kind of up to them to obviously like look through it and decide if it's for them. But then it helps you decide if they're going to be the right lead, if they're going to take that step. And then, it helps them decide too, because then they're getting a better idea. The film PDF is in the Google Drive, right? Yes, it is.
So Allie,
Yes.
so we would personalize those pages like with our picture and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Save it, and that's what we would use for our leads.
Yeah. And that you don't have to, this is just an option, another option. So obviously we all have our own affiliate links, right? Like through Breakaway Movement or through Free Life Movement. But sometimes, I don't know, like I find it kind of hard to get people to watch that web class, or they say they're going to, and they just never do. So I feel like, I don't know, this is just kind of something else I want to try and see if it actually works. And, but
well, I feel like that
a way to get them to watch the web class too.
Yeah, well, that answers all the questions that they would ask, like over the period of like 2 or 3 conversations.
Exactly. And so I think that's like, because we want to be so like transparent up front, like,
yeah,
this is what you do, this is what you're going to get, basically, instead of like, here, go watch this web class, and then it tells you what you're going to do, and then they're like, okay, but you didn't tell me anything. And like, I know like Lacey's web class really only goes over like the automation and like the click funnels they're going to get. It doesn't actually go into what they will get in the Free Life Movement, or I'm not sure. Have they changed any of the videos, Berta, for Breakaway Movement?
No, it's the same, and I feel like it's a big problem because people watch the web class and they don't have no idea what it is that we do.
Right. So I'm hoping that if maybe our little group tries this PDF or this magic PDF and see if it works. But I mean, this training will be in the Free Life Movement if they want to use it, but definitely could be something. Because I mean, someone could argue and be like, well, this is the same as a landing page. Like essentially, yes, it is, but I feel like it's giving some more information. So, all right. So, and then I had one more thing I wanted to share with you guys. So I've been following these couple girls that they are in this platform called Ace. I don't know if you guys have heard of Ace. I know Stacy and Marcy, you had like 3 other platforms you guys saw. But they do these question and answers on their stories, and they do it so well. And so I know a lot of the times we'll put like a question box on our story and no one's gonna answer. So I know that still happens to me. So this, I thought, we basically just, I mean, because I know people will message me and have a question. So this could be, nope, where'd it go? Where'd my screen go?
But what is that? Another community or platform or what?
Yeah, so like there's like 4 other communities or like that I've heard of this week of like,
Oh, wow.
but like this one's like $99 a month.
They call it an ACE initiative or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I hear. Yeah, I know a girl from BAM that was telling me that there's another platform that costs $99 per month.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree. Isn't there the one that like you have to do like $10 a month on, or like $10 a time when you're doing ads and they like make you do ads?
Yeah.
So I don't obviously agree with their platform as much, but I just like the way that they promote the business and they do a really good job of explaining affiliate marketing. But so I just thought of, which I'll share this with you guys. I think it'd be fun if we did basically a question and answer on our stories, and we're actually like talking, and like you're acting as if people have been asking me these questions, so I wanted to share them with you guys. Because then again, it's like, oh, like there's more people interested, you know? And so these are just some of the questions that I saw that I think would be good to explain to people. And then we can save them on our highlights. And so this is another basically marketing idea that you guys could do, or if you wanted to add anything. But I think a major thing is like talking on our Instagram stories.
Allie,
Yeah.
can you write in the chat like what their Instagram handles are so we can watch like how they do it?
Yes.
Yeah, please. And the name of this platform, I will like just to check it out.
Because like, yeah, you'd have to pay for the platform.
Yeah, just check out the website. I'm just curious now.
Yeah, because I went and like last night I couldn't sleep, so I watched their, oh, this is gonna stop. I'm gonna upgrade this real quick, which I need to anyway. I watched the web class last night, and it is like so much like CEO movement, like so salesy.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this? Okay, well, I'm not gonna upgrade it right now. Okay, well, if it ends, I'll write them in the chat. But okay, so that is just, and I'll share that with you guys, and I'll put their IG handles in the chat too. But that's basically all I have for today. I just thought these would be fun to do like once a month, just so you guys can get to know each other and
Yeah.
just be more active as you know more people. What, Amber?
Does anybody have any, like when running ads, has anybody had like a bomb ad that like took off and like had a good, like who you contact, or not contacted, but like who you,
my very first one, I'll share it in the group.
that's probably the one